especially in England, I've seen, or also in the West, I would say everywhere. People get very easily tired. On the television also you'll find people will come and sit down. Young people, they'll talk 10 times, they'll say, why are we so tired? Because we think too much. All energy is wasted in thinking, so no energy left to enjoy anything whatsoever. For example, you have to have people for dinner. You think what to bring, how to make it formal, what to do, this thing, that thing, so agitated and so nervous about the whole thing. When the guests come in, they feel like running away. Because so much of tension of thinking, planning. Ultimately, the whole joy has disappeared. So, the second center which is there, it does a very miraculous thing, is to provide the grey cells in our brain when we are using it for thinking. And also it looks after your liver, your pancreas, your spleen, your kidneys, and lower part of your abdomen. Instead of doing that, poor thing is busy only sending grey cells to your brain because of thinking like mad. So you develop all other diseases, liver trouble, which is very common. Then you develop diabetes, very common. Yesterday at least there were 10 people who said we have diabetes. Now diabetes you do not develop by taking too much sugar, take it from me. In India, if you go to a village, you will see that he takes sugar in such a manner that in the cup the spoon must stand at right angle, otherwise he won't take. And he never gets diabetes. The reason is he doesn't think of tomorrow. He just works hard, eats his food and sleeps off nicely. He doesn't take sleeping pills either. So this diabetes comes by overthinking and can be easily cured if you can take to Sahaja Yoga, which I'll tell you how we stop our thinking at this, I've already told you at this point. Then the third disease, which is even more dangerous than this, is the disease which we call as blood cancer. Blood cancer is caused only to people who think too much. It can even be to the children if the mother is very meticulous, particular about her carpets out, her house, everything, and even a rat doesn't enter that house. But she's very careful that all her things are properly done. Her sink doesn't have even so much of little bit of a spot left in it. And all the time thinking, planning. This affects the child. And a child also can get blood cancer. Blood cancer, you get it because your spleen is a speedometer. It's the one which gives you the rhythm of life. Now when we are hectic people, all the time under shock, then this goes out of order. For example, in the morning we get up, see the newspaper, and what you find? These Iranians have killed someone. Such a shock. Then an accident. Then, newspaper will never give good news, will they? Will they give news how many people got realization or something is working out all right? No. Something horrible. That should shock your head, shock your limbic area. Otherwise you will not take it seriously. So, once you read that, you don't know your system is a very delicate system. It gets a shock. And then you get into your car without taking your breakfast, or maybe in your hand is the breakfast because you are late. On the way there's a jam, you are shouting, screaming. Somehow or other you reach the office and there's the boss barking. This is how we live. Under complete tension. We are supposed to be free people. In the night, if you sing loudly, the neighbor will come and put you to the police station. I mean, you can't do anything. There's no freedom. You have to be bound by the watch. This is the time exact, you have to reach there. So all these things, pressures and all these things work on us and we become hectic. And for emergency, this spleen is the one which releases red blood corpuscles, RBCs. But if you are all the time like this hectic, that poor spleen becomes mad. It doesn't know what to do. It starts producing more cells, and then it thinks it's a mad person I'm fixed with, because I don't know when to act, when not to act. So the vulnerability is there, and suddenly with some other shock, he might get blood cancer. And the doctors will certify, you are going to die after 1 month, finished. Prepare for your burial. And the whole house is crying. But we have cured, Sahaja Yoga has cured blood cancer of many people just by this Kundalini awakening. Because as soon as the Kundalini is awakened, too much movement this side and that side is all the time going on in the center. This is the left and the right side of the sympathetic. So just the Kundalini passes through, strings through, and brings it back and nourishes it. The problem is over. And though they were certified to be dead, after even 4 years they are all right, working all right. The certificate is cancelled. Even vulnerability to cancer or to all incurable diseases are because of the centers going out of place.